Did I say the answer to the bell ringer?
No.
When do you give your speech?
Bell ringer answers are 590 hertz, 1200 hertz, and 1800 hertz.
I got
Timbre.
Yeah, we're doing it the other one.
Why?
I didn't take that signal speech. That was the eighth.
Wait, did you take it with me?
Yeah, as a sophomore.
It's awful.
410 divided by 2
No, that
divided by
teacher's under that.
0.345.
No, time. I have my first introduction speech today and I'm nervous.
First one, have you given papers yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, Nathan Long did like 2 of those, got F's on both, and then dropped out of class.
She didn't grade her. Guess what? I don't even know what we got.
I don't know if
There's
you
an
know.
exploding kids at.
Well,
You multiply it and divide it by both of them.
she's horrible at grading.
You guys just
She missed, you better pay attention because she misgraded my
Did you
stuff.
say 297 on the first?
Like, I have a horrible story about her.
No.
Wait,
I
are you
move it.
Huh?
What is going on, guys?
I divided by
4 and
I got it right.
She'll be killed.
You don't know, do you know why you divided by 2 and not 4?
That
Yeah.
it's twisted over the guitar.
This is a guitar, it has a string closed on both ends, so it's gonna have to be divided by
Do you
2.
want to practice?
Yes, we had to practice this.
Hey, Jesse and Lauren, I'd like to finish.
Oh, gross.
I want to get done at a respectable time. Okay,
He wants
can I get done at a respectable
He wants
time?
you to study
I
Bible.
said to be done.
Wow.
He would have started when we told you to.
Wow, so now the class runs on your time.
It does.
I'm sorry, I'll wait till you're.
I'm sorry, I don't want to have a free class for you. So please stop.
Tamper.
Actually, I like this actually. She never gets at me, so I think it's funny.
Because you're a female.
That's
Alright,
Alright, timbre. It literally is timbre. Hey, ladies in the back. Ladies in the back. Hey, you. Talking about what?
Hey,
Tamper,
Let them fail. Okay, timbre is the musical quality of a tone resulting from the combination of harmonics. What we've been looking at up to this point is really just one sine wave, which is really just representing the first or most fundamental harmonic. Well, turns out musical instruments have more than just one harmonic. Okay? And those harmonics aren't all at the same frequency and amplitude. So what you actually get when you have a musical instrument is a waveform that doesn't look like a perfect sine wave, because you have some of the first harmonic, a little bit of the second harmonic, maybe some of the third harmonic, and maybe some of the fourth harmonic, maybe you don't have any fifth harmonic, but you've got a bunch of different kinds of harmonics because of the waves with different frequencies. Okay? So even though you play a note that is one frequency, you don't just get a sine wave. Because of your interference of your waves creating a more complicated waveform. Yes?
Like, for like a string instrument, is that just it bouncing around and hitting things?
Yep, and so you do still get a pattern that's repeatable, but you get, depending upon what notes you play, is going to determine what wavefront you have, or waveform you have. So if you look, I think in your notes, I think I gave you...
It's like tuning chords.
Yeah, okay? So, what timbre is this idea that you have different harmonics that are presented at different intensities, and it gives you a more complicated waveform. That's what timbre is. Okay? It says a clarinet sounds different from a viola because of their differences in timbre. Even though both instruments are playing the same note at the same volume, they don't sound the same. Okay? So if you look at this, this would be all three of these guys are playing the same note at the same intensity, but they do not sound the same. Because of the inner workings of the instrument, how air is going to be bouncing around and creating various different interferences, creating various different waves. because it doesn't have a chamber where you're going to have bouncing around standing waves. Like that's just creating vibration of air that's leaving. Okay? And so you can see that it's still repeated, right?
Yeah.
But so you still have your standing waves, but you have a variety of standing waves that are creating different interferences, which are going to give you a little bit different or unique or complex waveforms. Let's actually see if we can get that here.
Wait. Never mind.
Question?
No.
Each musical instrument has its own characteristic mixture of harmonics at varying intensities. A tuning fork produces a pure sine wave with no harmonics. A viola string playing the same note as the tuning fork produces several harmonics, as shown in the graph. Each harmonic is itself a sine wave, and they add together to form a resultant waveform. The presence of these harmonic frequencies in the vibrating viola string produces a more complex waveform than that of the tuning fork. The difference in the two waveforms causes the tuning fork to sound different from the viola, even when both instruments are playing the same note at the same volume.
Little vibrato there.
Because the harmonics of musical instruments vary from instrument to instrument, every instrument has a different sound quality. This sound quality is known as timbre.
Okay? So what you have in your tuning fork, you have just one standing wave or one waveform. But when you have an instrument, you get a variety of different harmonics that all interfere in a way that make that particular instrument sound different from all other instruments. Okay? Even though, like they were saying, you're playing the same note at the same intensity. Oops, wrong one. Oh no. That's not it. Nice.
This is such a short left.
No, that's not it either.
That is alright. Beats.
I wrote in by tray. Actually, I just said by tray, so we're done. I don't care.
Alright. So when you have two waves of slightly different frequencies that interfere, what you tend to hear is a alternating high to low sound. Okay, similarly what we just heard with that, was it the viola? Okay, it sounded high and then low and high and then low. You could hear the various high and lowness of it, right? Okay? That's a beat. Okay? So in other words, a beat is a periodic variation in the amplitude of a wave that is the superposition of two waves of slightly different frequencies. So it would look like this. You can see these are our two waves that are interfering, and you get a low, because this is intensity, right? We know that intensity has to do with how high or low the sound is perceived, not the pitch, the sound. Okay, how loud it sounds, not how high it sounds. Okay, so it's low, high, low, due to interferences that create this well-known idea that's called a beat. Okay, one more, and then we should be done.
When two waves
Don't
of
put it
slightly
away.
different frequencies are present, they can interfere. The interference pattern varies in such a way that a listener hears an alternation between loudness and softness. The variation from soft to loud and back to soft is called a beat. One beat is shown here. When the two waves are exactly out of phase, destructive interference takes place. The two waves cancel each other out, and there's little or no sound. When the two waves are exactly in phase, constructive interference takes place. The two waves add to a large wave, and there's a louder sound. As the sound continues, the waves continue to produce destructive and constructive interference, giving beats. Piano tuners use beats to tune piano strings to a reference note from a tuning fork.
That'd be so hard to do. That'd be so hard to do.
You don't know why.
I don't even know what any note sounds like. I can't even imagine like listening to a tuning fork and like tuning a piano.
I don't know why, but this visual or my when I'm in traffic and I turn on my turning signal, the car in front of me has one that's like just slightly faster. And so it's like when it matches up, I'm just like, oh yeah.
Wait, are
Like,
these
it's off.
beats the one?
Your drivers in front, so yeah. You guys have the pianos there.
I'm struggling to find that here.
I have the answer.
Hey, we're done. Any questions? No.
Or, Steven,
Okay, there we go. Okay, you want to teach me last chapter?
Hey, wait.
who else was it? Isaac was in it?
Yeah, there's that.
Nobody wants to
Oh.
play. Sixth period?
Sixth period. Oh, yeah, sixth period.
You have an apple? Hold up.
6th and 7th.
Relative displacement, it's maximum acceleration.
Wait, or as soon as we get done with
I don't remember if it was discussion or if there were papers that you normally had to submit.
Like
Like
every week.
an outline for your speech and stuff, and you have to submit those.
You have to, you don't have to, it's what you're going to have to. I'm talking about the discussion.
Those things are easy.
Oh, she doesn't agree with this.
I don't think she does at all. No. You just have to fake it. So you
No, that doesn't work.
Get the responses and stuff. Wow, what a great post. I really got this.
No, I'm talking about the discussion post, like the actual paper that you sent in. Wait, what's
Oh,
up with?
When you say discussion post, it's not like you did this reading and you talked about it with other people in the group. Okay, what is the discussion post?
She asked you 3 questions and you have to respond to them referencing.
Oh, hey guys. Good, good. I'm glad you said that. You have a quiz Monday.
Oh.
Happy day.
Thank you for reminding me.
I don't remember doing those as much, but I don't think those were a big issue. The big issue for me was sending in outlines for a speech. She grades those pretty hard. And
Why?
the speech itself.
I don't know. Normal?
Could I have like,
You have to make sure, are you giving it behind a podium?
should I be pushing it? Or
Do you have
It
to,
takes you like a pretty good amount of time.
so you
Well, sometimes I'm just
I
checking.
might what?
so you memorize it?
That's fine.
Well, this wasn't great. These are introductions. Why is it free?
Oh, so you're, what do you answer?
I'll just go back and rewatch
Okay.
you teach the class.
You'll be fine with that. When did you guys start the class? When did it start? Okay. But did it start last week?
Hey, do you want to do my speech?
Your introduction, okay. It's after this one gets hard. It's easy right now. Don't
So
worry.
wait, so what do you mean you can do it behind a podium? What is
Yes, I have done mine behind a podium before. It's easier for me because you can put your note cards down on it and like look down occasionally and stuff. It won't be as awkward. She really looks for hand motions and how your body.
She does it?
Yeah, so you cannot put your hands in your pockets. You don't do any of that stuff.
Well, I guess I know
You
where it's
have
at.
to be using a lot of visual with your hands, not too much, but she's looking for like, she doesn't want you to stand like this.
Which is funny because that's all we talked about was standing like that.
She wants like your hands at your side, she talked to you about that. Don't go like this, want your hands at your side kind of thing while you talk.
She said
Have you guys read any of it?
Yes, that's true. Listen, she wants us to stand like this. That's true light, which gives light to
Okay.
everyone. What's coming into the world?
Well, this doesn't matter, it's not graded.
I know.
So she's just gonna give us
Back?
feedback, so.
Yeah, okay, you guys will probably learn a lot from feedback then.
If she ever gets around to grade.
How do I? Yeah, she doesn't grade it.
I had parts where she graded some of stuff, and I was like, I don't understand why I'm getting these guys graded, so I emailed her. She got back to me like a week later, and she asked me for like more specifics, because I asked like, I thought I did all this right, and I don't know why I'm getting these bad grades, if you could help me, that'd be great. I had to give her specifics, so I sent her this huge email about like the rubric for it and how I thought that I had done it right. And then she emailed me back like 5 days later and said, sorry, I found out that I misgraded half your stuff. I'll regrade it.
Was that the thing you were, did you take that last semester?
No, sophomore year was a grant for Nathan Long and Megan Steps, but Nathan Long dropped out.
What did you finish your class with?
B+.
What did grade?
You never know.
I heard of me.
He never found out, I don't think, because he didn't submit his final. Because he was doing Mr. Taylor, and Mr. Taylor forgot to submit it, because he didn't think.
Another
Teacher was a stickler and would not let them get the final, and finally she came in and was
Wait, you don't
like,
have any cards?
being very gracious by letting you have the final turned in late.
What is your final?
Your final is the worst thing imaginable.
What is
it? It was like, I believe it's like overall, do you have like an assignment every week? It's like a journal, it's not a journal.
A discussion post.
Is that it? Is that all you have? I think it's over like all the discussion posts, because there's like, you have to choose like a section of your discussion, right? Like there's options. Is there options at like, maybe it was my US history that had that.
Oh, yeah.
All I remember is that the speech finals that were submitted, and it was so helpful.
Coming into the graduate is not.
He was in the world.
Yeah.
And he made
You
it
don't
clear.
want
And the world made for him, yet the world.
I was able.
I know, that's why I say like we have to wait till 6 hours. The other
Wow,
classes.
and I don't even know if I know.
You guys can read it. I retook one of my speeches 2 times, and then the third.
We'll talk about that.
Maybe the rules are more strict. I was a guinea pig. That was the first online class. And I was a sophomore, and then after that, they're like, sophomores aren't allowed to take it anymore, because it's really difficult.
Take what? Oh, man.
It's all.
Isn't
It wasn't a party, but you'll be happy to get it over with.
Yeah, I know, I'm just ready for basketball season to be done, so I got those when I would have
I don't think you want that card, I don't think you want it.
I'm taking 3 college classes right now.
Are they easier than speech though?
Yeah, I think I do want that.
It depends, like,
Oh, wait,
as
excuse
a
me, that's
time,
four, that four is already-
I told you that was more physical than it was. I do know it's hard, at least.
Oh, yeah.
A couple more, college comp and
There will be
politics
some
are hard.
awful and
I'm taking like a nursing class that's not very difficult.
Yeah, this force. He was like, everyone was entering the world. Was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him. John 1:9.
25%.
You don't know. You don't need it. We got 35 more 5 days ago. I guess. That card's
It's true, like, it's such an editing into the world. Because in the world was made for them. In the world, but I'm one
Did I say not last week's first year? Because I'm doing, not last week's, 2 weeks ago. It's the interview stuff. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him. And without him, nothing was made that was made. Or no, was not anything made. And then this speaks the true light which gives light to everyone, who was coming into the world. The world, or he was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him.
Okay, okay.
New Jerusalem.
Okay, so.
It's like a building that comes out of the new earth.
Haven't they said that since the new earth?
What?
Old self.
Old self. Your previous.
Believers form a way of living.
Look like that was-
By sinful desires.
Okay, believers former way of living controlled by sinful desires.
Why would you do that?
Shut up, Bryce.
All
Wait, hold on.
powerful. No.
The power of God to do whatever he pleases in this case is like God's nature.
God is all powerful. He can do whatever he wants.
Surrounded by everything else.
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
Yes, omnipotence. The power of God
Only one
that is not in
This is
contradiction
touching
with
one of
nature.
mine.
Oh, yes!
God is
Great!
everywhereness.
The raptor not able to be confined by space.
What? Omniscient.
I don't know how to say this word.
Omniscience.
So one
Omniscient.
that's touching.
God is all knowing.
Which means omniscient. No.
Omniscient.
No.
Wait. Omniscience.
Omniscience.
Yeah.
Omniscient.
She said omniscient.
The quality of I'm not even great at this speech today. That's all I said.
I'm not science.
It's totally new word.
Quality possessing all knowledge, actual imposter. Avery, you studied me over the notes. I don't know any of them.
Neither do I.
Oh, well. I literally practiced my speech for like 3 hours and I still don't know it. My speech? No, don't write it. But I'm not trying to play space team for 10 minutes. I don't like saying it.
I'm just saying it like a bit, or like a lot, so that way I can.
I keep saying it in my head. Here, just say it like monotone.
What are the 5 theories?
I said what? Space team for 10
You
minutes.
don't have to.
Five Kramer, I guessed.
What are they?
One church. That's basically.
1 second. I gotta be
The church began at the conclusion of time.
Oh, actually, agree.
I have 11 words.
Play Isaac. Okay.
Okay, what you're saying?
Hey, Isaiah. I'm playing Explode.
Okay, 5 theories. The church only has 1 group.
Do you have an app for that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 1 theory is that there's only 1 church. 1 theory is that the churches
Even an app for every day.
began with Adam and Eve.
Right?
I want to, but I gotta do this.
What?
I
just discovered the meaning
just come play space team.
One with them. I had
Love the jewel.
Began with Paul. Wait, do you remember, Jesse, you know the, in the beginning was the word, was there a lot of on that?
Yes.
I'll need to get that, because I don't have
Yep.
Wait, how am I still not copying?
Dude, I got overalls and headphones, or a backpack.
Or rappers, or I'm trying to
really nice here.
I have a ponytail and glasses.
Hold it down.
It actually does look like me. There was no
Yeah, because you're blue.
Look.
Okay, how about you hold it down?
Where are we going?
Do you know the
Oh, sorry.
I have them in my locker.
Don't worry.
Your shirt has them right now.
Alright, so you're just gonna figure
Ever.
out.
Follow the instructions.
What is my nose?
I remember, Bryce, do you know what where that It was for the first quiz this year. What next?
The first quiz.
Yeah. In the beginning was the word normal.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
there.
How to receive your same instructions.
Set
That is not high school
opera.
resurrection.
Grease vapor core.
Octorod to 1. I mean, I said Octa sign.
Do you have
And
page-
Octa for the-
Enable
Do you have
tier.
page?
or Octa.
Set Octoride.
Discharge super matter.
Got it.
I had like 4 of them.
I know, I didn't have it. I had 1.
Oh my word.
Yeah, there's only 2 cards. You shuffled them and then you.
Hey guys, you're being a little loud. Can you quiet down?
Okay, so great. You're getting so be quiet.
Time relays
Most of
5.
card collector Cudley.
enable
Most attack Cudley. Fiber here.
Four guys get the tree.
I'm sorry.
Send distress call.
Nail and repaint.
Rim string.
The lady that talked about the one.
Turn on.
Yes. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Look down below.
I get cuts. I get
Mail and rebates.
You guys have your time relay. Set time relay.
Potty
This is very comedic, and I
There was one funny like.
It was already.
I have one, and I'll think we have.
Do this. I still have all my videos.
I've got. Sorry, Bryce. Sometimes we all get behind and like. There was one time where I had to replace it like every second.
So mine was like, so we like imagine we right up the bowl, and just like.
Zero fight.
Fine.
Zero fight.
Let's try more. So we have to say our name without saying like what my name is, and you have to say your name 3 times.
Set Heisenberg flex to 7.
I was about to go to the kids' yes, yes.
Oh my lord.
Great shit. It's so
Increase fear and attitude control 5. Fear and attitude control 12.
Activate intershield. Annie is longer. Asteroid emission.
I thought Shield did it. I messed up there. Well, I mean, I clicked something I didn't need to. Yeah. Which that doesn't really affect
I really wish that would.
If you did it does?
No.
What?
So,
You're not even in the hard part of it yet.
okay, I know. That's what scares me.
Brush bulb slicer.
Is that chrome bubble or two?
Polyfactory.
Brush bulb slicer. Someone hasn't done that yet. Oh, that's me.
Wow, Kramer.
Go.
I love that game.
State polyfactory.
Lauren, chrome bubble at 3.
Polyfactory.
Flexi bypass.
And the smokers and freshman boys.
Flex bypass.
Think about.
Who's that?
Engage chrome bubble. Here's the
Chrome bubble 3.
Sarah, go.
White light.
Asteroid emission.
Was coming into the world. He
Okay, got it.
shaped the world,
Hyperbolic.
and the world was made through him.
Activate plus nipple.
I got that. Yeah, that's my game. Set hyperbolic.
Engage bulb loop.
Chapters. I just said it was awesome. Do my 3 hours over and over and over.
It's because there was a lot of slicers. There was a bulb slicer, and like a nipple slicer or something like that.
Well, not
Wasn't there like nipple something?
I got
There was some nipple thing out there. What? Was it there? I said it, I feel like.
Yeah, it was fun.
What?
Okay, my symbol's like an angel.
You know what card it
I
plays?
got like a helmet.
I was-
Activate arc void.
I always said I shuffled it, but I didn't. Set face gave me a random card in my group. Face one picked on top.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, is that so weird?
Arc void.
You can't do that in the card game. Of course. Fake shuffle. Flush girl. What is it?
Flush girl for me too.
From Spain.
balance the He's going.
And Harmonics Pt2.
Got it. Plunge the health thing. Health.
Grid flow to 1, but I don't know because we'll be in it.
Set face to 2. Face to 2.
If I ever do it, I have to get big
I
Set
got
hybrid
one.
pivot to 2. Hybrid pivot to 2. Wormhole. Everybody left. Sorry.
Phase 3.
Crank the health thing. Crank the health thing. The snake.
I had
Set the Wi-Fi to 1.
figure out how to do it.
Set grid flow
I
to
didn't have a laptop.
Set shift plug to 1.
Okay. Wi-Fi to
You
max.
recording on your iPod?
I didn't have
Is
any,
that your
I
recording?
feel like I skipped you a lot.
Yeah, pull that up.
but I didn't have any, so.
You didn't have any commands?
No commands?
That's like 1.
I should join on my phone.
Hey, talk about up here.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard.
It's where all the
Activate geodesic inducer.
Engage Crypos
Yes,
rocket.
Tribal sprocket.
Engage Crypos rocket.
Tribal sprocket?
Crypos
Okay,
rocket.
break that.
Got it.
You got 1 minute.
Engage Euclid
Yeah,
lantern.
ready?
Galileo Raider to 3. You don't need a ticket to go watch some of the baseball.
Shut up.
Drive one up there to the
Single floor
pro
space.
players. Got it.
Vent proto vacuum.
Very young. This is maximum.
Proto vacuum.
Maximum. I began playing the game of baseball at the age of 3. Maximum. I'm still playing.
Okay, guys.
It's like as hearing the announcer call my name. Call me
Seven,
as
two,
I
one.
took the field.
And
over the intercom system. This dream became a reality in my eighth grade year. I was fortunate enough to play on the varsity baseball team at my local high school.
He's
doing it again.
Our high school team upset the number 2 team in the state of Johnson. Qualified.
Deactivate Shadow.
It was the dream on July 29th.
Go, Lauren, go.
It was incredible hearing the announcer say that he Bryce Craig over here to shoot to 0. As I took
Cubic flip rocket, hot rocket.
The yellow narrator to 3.
Everyone flip.
That the school one day I was to the answers and I said I have a game.
Proto vacuum. That's the proto vacuum. That's the vacuum.
Deactivate Zato's story.
You want to say
Engage shock lamp. Shock lamp. Shock lamp. Shock lamp.
Rush half that.
Disengage.
You're not sing long, I didn't sing my speech.
Ocular Nexus to 3. Activate Zato's story. Shake.
Activate future. Flip.
You're right! I'll just play her when he's not.
Everyone shake.
That's why I
Why would
need
you do it so bad?
Because half of my board is like, no, it can only be 1 to 2 minutes.
I want to speak slowly.
I want to speak.
I got
I got a word obedience.
It doesn't, it
I'm
takes.
doing the right thing.
I need to slow down because that got me caught my thoughts.
Yeah, me too. We're just losing.
What is that? Is that Austin? Ew. That is
Austin Neal.
He had a really ugly staff that told you
I was with my small group. We got 9. I can't even.
Wait, so he was still 9?
That's 5 of us.
Yeah, I knew. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that I chose not to do it because our group would have been so bad. It would have been so bad. I would have gotten so frustrated and probably all. None of the girls were like super outgoing. None of them. Natalie.
Yes! Dang it, did I have all that on camera? Oh, darn it.
I made a